Breaking news. Stay updated with the latest top stories. Like this video if you find it helpful. Share this news with your friends and family. Subscribe to our channel for global news. Comment your thoughts below. Watch until the end for a special update. Indian Navy launches rescue operations after US sinks Iranian guest warship. The Indian Navy has confirmed the launch of a comprehensive search and rescue operation in coordination with Sri Lankan authorities following the sinking of the Iranian frigate Iris Dina. The vessel was struck by a torpedo from a US submarine in international waters near Sri Lanka on Wednesday, marking a rare submarine attack that has ignited fierce diplomatic tensions. The Indian Navy deployed long-range maritime patrol aircraft and vessels, including INS Tarangini and INS Ikshak, to augment the search for approximately 60 missing sailors. Reports indicate that at least 87 crew members perished, while 32 survivors were rescued and transported to the southern Sri Lankan city of Galle. The incident has placed New Delhi in a delicate position, as the Iris Dina was returning from the Milan 2026 multilateral naval exercise hosted by India. Iranian Foreign Minister Sayed Abbas Araghchi condemned the strike as an atrocity at sea, emphasizing that the frigate was a guest of India's navy when it was hit without warning. While Indian government sources clarified that the vessel was technically a guest only for the duration of the drills, which ended in late February, the strike in India's maritime neighborhood has drawn sharp criticism from opposition leaders. As tensions between Washington and Tehran escalate, the Indian Navy continues its humanitarian efforts to locate the remaining shipwrecked personnel in the Indian Ocean. Launched rescue operation. Indian Navy says it responded to Iranian warship struck by US in Indian Ocean. The Indian Navy on Thursday said it had launched a search and rescue operation after receiving a distress signal from the Iranian frigate Iris Dina on March 4th, which was struck by a torpedo from a United States submarine near Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean. The Indian Navy said a distress call from Iris Dina reached the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, MRCC, in Colombo during the early hours of March 4th, adding that the officials had launched a search and rescue operation to augment Sri Lanka's efforts after an attack on an Iranian warship. The US submarine sank an Iranian warship, Iris Dina, near Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean on Wednesday, spreading the ongoing war to the Indian Ocean. It was also a matter of concern for India, as the warship was a part of a multinational military exercise hosted by India. Iranian Foreign Minister Sayed Abbas Araghchi said the Iris Dina was a guest of India's navy. Iran issues stern warning after warship sinking. The US has perpetrated an atrocity at sea, 2,000 miles away from Iran's shores. Frigate Dina, a guest of India's navy carrying almost 130 sailors, was struck in international waters without warning. Mark my words, the US will come to bitterly regret the precedent it has set. Mojtaba Khamenei emerges as successor amid personal revelations and regional chaos. Mojtaba Khamenei, the 56-year-old son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has surfaced as the frontrunner to become Iran's next supreme leader following his father's death in recent US-Israeli strikes. As the Assembly of Experts moves toward a formal announcement, historical intelligence from WikiLeaks has re-emerged, detailing Mojtaba's past medical struggles. Classified US State Department cables from 2008 reveal that Mojtaba underwent extensive treatment for impotency at London's Wellington and Cromwell hospitals. The documents indicate he was under immense family pressure to produce an heir, eventually fathering a son, Ali, after 4 medical visits to the UK. The succession comes at a time of unprecedented instability for the Islamic Republic. While Mojtaba is favored by the Revolutionary Guards, IRGC, for his hardline stance and deep military ties, his path to the Supremo position faces scrutiny over his clerical credentials and the prospect of hereditary rule. Reports indicate that his wife, Zahra Haddad Adel, and their son were among those killed in the strikes that claimed his father's life, though Mojtaba himself reportedly survived by being outside Tehran at the time of the attack. As interim leaders manage the state, the clerical body remains under heavy pressure to finalize his appointment despite internal dissent. Ali Khamenei's son, dubbed as Iran's next Supremo, treated for impotency, couldn't find a wife. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ali Khamenei and dubbed as Iran's next supreme leader, was treated for impotency and could not find a wife, WikiLeaks documents show. The Julian Assange-led platform added that the 56-year-old repeatedly visited hospitals in the UK for his treatment. This comes as reports stating that Mojtaba will be chosen as the successor to his father, who was killed in the US-Israeli operations, surfaced on Tuesday. Residents evacuated from US Embassy area in Qatar amid Iran strikes. a classified briefing sent by the State Department to the US Embassy in London in 2008, and later released by WikiLeaks, shows that Mujtaba was put under pressure by his family to produce children. He was asked to make 4 visits to hospitals, and his final stay lasted 2 months. He has a son named Ali. Mujtaba was expected by his family to produce children quickly, but needed a 4th visit to the UK for medical treatment. After a stay of 2 months, his wife became pregnant, the diplomatic cable read. Mujtaba Khamenei is married to Zahra Haddad Adel. As per intelligence, he tied the knot in 2004, reportedly due to an impotency problem treated and eventually resolved during 3 extended visits to the UK. The document adds that he visited the Wellington and Cromwell hospitals in London. Mujtaba was expected by his family to produce children quickly, but needed a 4th visit to the UK for medical treatment, the doc stated. After a stay of 2 months, his wife became pregnant. Back in Iran, a healthy boy was born, named Ali for his paternal grandfather. The WikiLeaks reveal notes that Mujtaba's marriage to the daughter of former Majlis Speaker Haddad Adel followed 2 temporary marriages. Both his wife and son were reportedly among the 49 people killed in the recent strikes. Ali Khamenei's successor is set to be named by the top clerical body, the Assembly of Experts, with one of its members, Ahmad Khatami, telling Iranian state media on Wednesday that they hope to vote at the earliest opportunity. Contenders for the top position include Alireza Arafi, one of the 3 members of the interim council running the country, hardliner Mohsen Iraqi, and even Hassan Khomeini, the grandson of the founder of the Islamic Republic in 1979.